Welcome to the New Jersey High School State Championships with Columbia versus Westfield. I'm Charles Cannon.
I'm Chris McGlynn here. I'm doing color.
Yeah, and that's Columbia with the pull. They won the flip and elected to pull. Westfield in blue receiving.
We have a side stack here to start. Connor Russell out in the lane, isolated.
Senior Connor Russell picks up the isolation, looking deep right away to number 7.
Ings reading it well. Great pass to the end zone. That's a first pick for Westfield. 1-0 Westfield leads over Columbia here. We're back here. The crowd is loving it. We actually had a pretty packed crowd here. The stands are filling up quite nicely. Just that's the first pull. Westfield has set the pull the second time around. Here we go. Short pull here, Matt Stravitt. Keeping it in bounds. Over the sideline.
Number 2 for Columbia picking up. See a bit of a flat, saggy defense. Maybe a little
zone here.
yeah, a little zony.
Plant.
Over to Harry McNamara, junior handler. Now back to number 2.
Hugo, number 2. Up to Hugo again through that first wall. Back to McNamara, over to Alex Rafkin.
Oh, and they find the hole to Russell Moy.
Matt Stravick overran the play.
Russell Moy to Tristan Yarder, swings back to number 2, who swings around to the corner.
It's to Rafkin there. Stravick comes down on the mark. Break inside. Oh! Diving bid there from Ryan Moore. Not able to make it though. Looks like Harry McNamara scores for Columbia. Ties it up at 1-1.
James Kalinsky, the head observer you see down by Columbia with the pull. The observers today will not be doing foul calls, only in, out, up, down, and offsides.
It will also be helping with timing between points. We want to make sure this game moves forward.
And timeouts.
Westfield coming out of the field to Cole Feldman swinging upfield to Jack Liebling. Looking for Chris Ing again, who scored the first goal for Westfield.
Westfield coming out in their side stack again. And then again they get it to Russell Moy. Chiricella peeling off deep, but he's looked off. Perry dancing in the middle, can't get open.
Almost like a zone here from Columbia. Oh, right into the Columbia defense. That is number 8 for Columbia, Chris Ing. He's just going behind Ing on the play.
Number 5 picks up for Columbia with
Rafkin.
David Perry defending.
Looks across, Gabe Fearon not open. So the inside, Luby back to Chiricella, can't get it. Tristan Yarder, a freshman for Columbia with the grab.
Already 2 very important touches so far this game for Tristan. Look to see his name a lot more.
Rafkin back in the center now, looks to swing to Fearon. Liebling with the mark.
Captain Gabe Fearon now with the disc, a senior. Pushes it up for an easy score.
That's a break. That is a break for Columbia. That's the first one we got in the game. He's now 2-1 CHS. That was Alex Rafkin on the goal there. The assist by Gabe Fearon. 2 seniors for Columbia. Rafkin, who will be attending Carleton College next year. And we have Fearon going to UMass Amherst. Both great college ultimate programs. Here's the pull here. Donovan Hugel with the flip pull. Rolling down. Matt Stravick stops it. Swings to Eli Weaver. Weaver only a sophomore playing for Westfield.
Columbia coming out with a bit of a sag defense. They find Connor in the middle for Westfield. Connor puts it low.
Great grab right there by Josh Camacho. Only a sophomore. Again, very speedy player.
Camacho swings it to number 21 for Westfield.
That's Cole Feltman. Looks up line to Eli Weaver. Weaver looking upfield. Has Michael Rossi, and that is a goal for Westfield to tie it back up at 2. Michael Rossi, the senior, who will be attending Seton Hall University next year.
Close game so far for Westfield versus Columbia. They've seen each other twice so far this regular season, with 1 win and 1 loss for each of them. Westfield had a 1-point win over Columbia, and then later in the season during Northeastern's, I believe, Columbia had the 10-13 win over Westfield.
Yeah, 13-10 for Columbia to advance them to the semifinals. And then
here's Chiricella with the pull.
David Perry looks like he's racing down to get there first. It's Donovan Hugel stopping it. He's swinging immediately to Jack Kelly, number 4 for Columbia. To Rafkin looking for a pull play. Kevin Trey on the mark. Puts it upfield over Russell Moy's head. Christian Kelly tracks it down for Westfield. The first turn of the game for Columbia. Swinging around to Chris Ing, who gets it back to Kevin Trey. Finds David Perry. Inside. Ooh, bid there for Gabe Fearon. So we got a foul call, first foul call of the game here. Remember, the observers cannot make any foul calls. They are only making in and out calls and the up and down, as well as monitoring both for offsides and the time in between.
And number 21 gives the disc back to Chiricella.
Sphere on there. He swings it to Matt Schindel.
Now with Kevin Trey on the sideline.
Alex Rafkin on the mark. Seals it down. Jake Davis looks at a call downfield.
Pick call.
Pick call, yep, pick call. Davis acknowledges it, heads back. I believe that is Harry McNamara on defense there against him.
And this is coming in.
Oh, it's up in the air. Looking for, floats up right here. Kristen Yarder with the beat.
Misread there by Chiricella.
I believe that was Trey. Ill-advised throw from Trey. Tried to put a little bit too much on it. Harry on the mark. Donovan Hugel picking up. Trey.
Harry flat with his mark.
Back to McNamara in the middle. Jacob Davis, a junior for Westfield on the mark there. Doing their best. Looks like Westfield's running a forced middle here. It's when they like to run with this line. We got another call here. Stoppage in play. As I'm saying, Westfield loves to run this forced middle with this one line they have here. Trey is really the proponent of that one. Guarding Alex Rafkin here. Oh, and Rafkin can't call it in.
Off the fingers of Rafkin.
Unfortunate there. Two players high five, realizing they're both going it all out here. This is Rafkin's final state championship. Trey will have another one after this.
Trey picks up on the sideline.
Ooh. Looks like Trey tried to holster that, and at the last second came out of his hand.
Yeah, and reflected off of Rafkin.
Yeah. High release backhand there to Gabe Fearon.
Captain Gabe Fearon on the sideline.
Now looking to swing. Trey giving him nothing. A nice, crafty throw there from Fearon. Way upfield, Chris in, Jake Davis, McNamara. Great grab from in to the D. Right above Kristen Yarder. Unable to haul it in, but a nice goal there for the hold for Columbia. Back to Jake Davis, and Davis puts it low, but Christian Kelly digs it out in the middle of the field. Looking across, doesn't have anybody. Kelly to a high stall count, gets it to Perry. Oh, Perry cannot haul it in.
Off the fingers of Perry. Now Columbia will pick up again.
For Columbia. Slowing down a little bit here. Kelly in the middle. Kelly striking right up line.
Gabe Fearon with another cheeky inside high backhand.
Matt Schindel, excuse me. Patrick Chiricella on the mark. Fearon again with the high backhand of McNamara, and that's a goal for Columbia. Bit of a sloppy point, but Columbia managed to punch it in, and now it is 3-2 CHS. The crowd is loving it here.
The score is 3-2. Columbia just took a timeout. That is the first of this half. Quick on the format to the game. It is a game to 15, 100-minute hard cap, 2 timeouts per half. And here's Columbia with the pull.
Alex Rafkin on the pull down to Jack Lieblin waiting for it. Centers to Eli Weaver. Weaver, who is a sophomore for Westfield, that got a Worlds tryout this year. He was not able to make the team, but a very young, promising future. The crazy thing is Eli Weaver will have another shot to still try out for Worlds before he graduates from high school. Looks like Columbia's running a bit of a jump here, kind of a zone look. Got a couple of Westfield guys hanging deep. Cole Feltman and Michael Rossi just content to let their handlers work under.
Downfield from Westman pretty slow. They are swinging the disc across well.
Play out there from Gabe Fearon, able to make it. Able to get his hand on it.
Weaver will swing over to Stravic. Come
Back
behind.
to Weaver.
Westfield doing a good job of using the whole width of this field. Handlers switching in and out to get the disc all the way to one side.
It seems like the key here will be whether or not Westfield can stay patient. Columbia seems to be willing to let them just chip away at this zone, but they're really challenging them to try and push something downfield, attack, and that's the last thing Westfield wants to do right now with a zone like this.
Well, looking at their downfield cutters, they seem very patient right now. Not a lot at all happening in the backfield.
Yeah, very slow right now. Up to Weaver again, back from Camacho. Looking, cannot get it there, so we'll swing back to Liebling. Over to Feltman again. Russell calling for a bleed here to Stravic over the top. Kristen Yarder not able to get there. Back to Russell. Russell looking upfield and decides against the throw.
Swings wide to Weaver.
Got Gabe Fearon again on the mark. Fearon seems to be the center point of the zone. Now they're starting to put some more pressure on the handlers as Columbia starts to decide they're maybe not so content to let Westfield just keep swinging it. Little tricky move right back there to Connor Russell. Unfortunately, all Westfield players seem to be stacked on this right side here. It doesn't seem to have anybody. They're giving Russell a lot of room to work with, I guess. Russell back across to Liebling.
And they'll take it all the way across.
Yep, seems to be Westfield's strategy right now. Blue content just to sit slowly on this one and just chip away as they want. Columbia pushing them back a bit, but another over-the-top throw from Feldman. He finds Russell this time. Over to Camacho, and now Columbia seems like they're breaking out of it, calling fire. Oh, hammer over the top from Weaver, looking for Michael Rossi. Rossi again with the score. That ties it at 3 right now. Great find from Eli Weaver, and that ties it at 3. Westfield will be pulling out of this next one.
We're good, we're good.
Connor Russell with the pull. Down to Columbia. Jack Kelly fielding it. Up to Harry McNamara. The throw to Alex Rafkin. He bombs it upfield. He's got Tristan Yarder deep. David Perry giving chase. Perry not able to get there. Over to Fearon. Nope, he hangs on to it. Now over to Fearon. On from Donovan Hugel. Fearon now forced to hold it here on the sideline, looking around. Doesn't have anybody. Gets it over to Rafkin. Rafkin looking to Jack Kelly with an inside break. And a quick score for Columbia. That makes it 4-3 now for CHS. Jack Kelly again with the goal.
All right, the score is 4-3. Columbia pulling down the Westfield.
Jack Schwartz picking it up. Back to Eli Weaver again. Very integral in that last score for Westfield. That hammer over the top. Columbia comes out in a little bit of a saggy mark here, but now they look to be running man downfield as opposed to the zone they threw last time. Weaver calling out directions. Back to Trey. Over to Weaver again. Quick give and go. Over to Trey again. Nice roll there from Columbia to prevent the upline. Schwartz in the middle, and he's back to Weaver already. Russell wanted it, but he wasn't able to get to it. There's Russell Moya. Oh, Ryan Moore the drop.
Uncharacteristic drop there from Ryan Moore. A YCC's Devil player, and a good one at that.
Yeah, very, very consistent player for the Devil. It's unfortunate. One of the first really unforced errors of the game we've seen. So Alex Rafkin had a drop early, but it was a bit tougher grab there. Ryan Moore just really dropped that one. Looking upline now. Jack Kelly again. Looking around to Michael, I believe that's Caravale, excuse me. Doesn't have anybody. High stall count. Gets it to Malcolm Richardson. Oh, Russell on the bid. He gets it to Russell Moy instead there for Columbia. Moy hanging on to it. Looking for Jack Kelly. Gets it around. Jack Schwartz on the mark. Kelly again. No one really available to him, and he gets it to Russell Moy, and that is a goal for Columbia. Another break for CHS. That was the second of the game. Makes it 5-3 for CHS. And looks like Westfield has some work to do.
All right, that was Russell Moy owning that point for Columbia. Russell Moy, senior number 23, will be going to University of Delaware next year. And how lucky they are to have a player like that.
They're getting a great player in Russell Moy. He's been one of the phenomenal stalwarts really for this Columbia D-line over the last few years. And making an impact since he was a freshman.
Especially in that last point, taking matchups against Connor Russell, easily one of the most dominant players for Westfield on the field.
He'll be going to UNC Wilmington next year, one of the better schools in the college level. Russell again looking deep to Ing. Looking to replicate the first point. Ing on the layout. Oh, he cannot bring it in.
And Ing gets a finger on it, but just can't reel it down.
Very close. Tristan Yarder on the coverage. Probably just close enough if that disc get hung up, it'll make a play.
Yeah, maybe not the best advised throw. It was throwing with to a clump of 2 defenders. There's a lot of trust there.
Ing looks like he's a little bit shaken up right now. I think he's going to be coming off the field. Ryan Moore coming on right now for Westfield. Kevin Trey calling out signs right now for his teammates.
And here I think we'll see Columbia's 6-man vertical stack. As of right now, they have no dump set up. We'll see if that changes as they set the play.
Trey taking the matchup with Rafkin right here. That's a big matchup. That's something you definitely want to keep an eye on throughout the rest of this point.
And McNamara, number 41 for Columbia.
Oh, McNamara. So Columbia does actually seem to have a dump out right now. I'm surprised. They have been running that 6-man vert, but looks like they're going upfield. Feldman on the bid, and he gets it. Manages to D and Sean Taylor of Columbia. Feldman picks it up immediately, swings it to Jack Liebling, who gets it back to around to David Perry. Westfield knocking on the door here. Back to Connor Russell, gets it to Liebling. Russell dances around the lane, and he finds Patrick Chilla for a very easy goal. Chilla wide open. And that makes it 5-4 now. Westfield still down by 1, but they're climbing back into it.
Westfield pulling here down 2 breaks. Need to start to make something happen here in this back half to get those back. That layout D that you saw on the last point, that's a start.
And Cole Feldman did get a great play there. Unfortunately, I was still only a hold for Westfield. We're going to start seeing that on defense now to be able to get this deficit back. It's only 1 point, but Columbia did pull to start this game, so it's something to be aware of.
And here's senior Connor Russell with the pull.
Like I said, Russell again, we're going to be going to UNC Wilmington next year. Been stalwart and double the last couple of years. Russell, interesting fact, is actually tied now with the 7th States appearance. It's the most, tied for most all time of any New Jersey player. Inside break here from Rafkin. Looking at Harry McNamara. Jack Liebling on the mark. Upfield, nothing there. Gets it back to Rafkin again. Eli Weaver with that matchup. Another inside break from Rafkin. And another inside break. That was from McNamara. Fearon floats it upfield, but there's no one there. Matt Stravic picks it off. That could be the spark Westfield needs. Stravic in trouble though as he gets to a high stall count. Just has to gun it. Russell picks it up for him. Russell fakes, nothing there. He's got Russell Moy on him again. The matchup we're going to be seeing, I guess, in this game. Russell bombs it deep. Gabe Fearon seems to have been poaching that one. He's back there. Michael Rossi with a one-handed grab in the end zone. That is Rossi's 3rd goal of the game. That is a break for Westfield. What a grab by Rossi. Westfield is mobbing him right in the center of the end zone. It is tied now at 5. Unbelievable grab from Rossi. Russell is lucky that he had someone to bail him out there. That was unfortunate there. Columbia, an unforced error there. Gabe Fearon thought he had his cutter come to the sideline, was not able to connect. But Patrick Chill on the pull. Down there. A little bit windy today, not too much. But it's enough to definitely affect the game. I think that last throw from Connor Russell definitely hung up there as a result of the wind. Not really sure what's going on here. Ezra Kennedy almost on the bid. Unable to get there in time though. Eric McNamara needs to dig it out. McNamara with the break throw up to Fearon. Looking up line again, doesn't have it. Jack Kelly back in the middle. Jake Davis in the coverage. Trey and Rafkin there. Another inside break. Rafkin really likes that. It's up in the air. Oh! And McNamara managed to snag it. Ezra Kennedy just did not see it. And then Tristan Yarder for the score. That is Columbia back up by 1 again now. It is 6-5.
That was all Russell Moore's high release flick to set that goal in action.
Yeah, a really lucky throw, I think, from Moy there. He's lucky they didn't get deep.
Yeah. We've been seeing some high-level throws in this past point, and that's due to some high-level coaches. On the field now, you see Ben Heim of Columbia coaching up his team with Ryan Boleen of Westfield, his opponent. These two coaches have seen each other several times over the past few years and will continue to in the future, but really do a great job of developing these players as athletes, as throwers, and as individuals.
Yeah, absolutely. These two actually, both Boleen and Heim, have split the last 2 state championships. Westfield winning in 2014 and Heim winning last year in 2015. So obviously Columbia's looking to repeat, Westfield's looking to take back the title. So we got here, looks like another man looked at here from Columbia. And Jack Liebling in trouble here. He's stuck on the sideline. Gets up to Matt Stravic. Oh, Stravic cannot hang on to it. Popped up a little bit in the air, and seems like that's all Columbia's going to need right now.
And that was some good defense on the upline by OJ for Columbia.
Yeah, Max Spiegel, he goes by OJ affectionately for most of his teammates. Jack Liebling on the bid, unable to get there. Honestly, if that had been a cleaner throw, I think we would have seen a goal right there. Liebling was still on the ground. Oh, and Kelly cannot find a way to get to it. That is Malcolm Richardson throwing it away. Richardson will be joining University of Oregon EGO next year when he starts up at school there. He's a senior this year for CHS. It'll be interesting to see how he does out there. Floaty throw, and Weaver is lucky that he was able to get there. Liebling, ill-advised throw, and it could have been a Callahan there. Just the Richardson we were just talking about, him almost managed to get his hands on it. Would have been a Callahan, I think.
And I think that should show a little bit about the wind. It's a 5 to 10 mile an hour, starting up on the right of your screen.
Oh, and it doesn't stop Cole Feldman from getting the Connor Russell. Looks like we got a D there from Columbia. The foul call. I think Russell is maintaining that he had it. That Connor Russell is looking like he's calling it.
Columbia is not liking that call, but it is contested and it will go back.
Contested call there.
That seemed like
for Columbia on the D.
That seemed like something that Connor could have caught. It seemed like he could have gotten a hand on that.
Yeah, I thought he was going to track it down. He wasn't able to dig it out. out.
But it didn't.
It seemed like Westfield's got somebody open now. Oh, no, never mind. We looked like there was 2 guys down there. Moy had some help over the top on defense, but Columbia was able to recover pretty quickly.
Coached by Max Spiegel, gets the disc to the sideline.
Back
Stravic,
around to
popping it
Liebling.
over.
Liebling stuck in the middle now, looking downfield. No one really moving. Camacho coming under for him now. Is Dan Fine of Columbia on the mark. Fine, another one of the seniors in this Columbia team. Columbia is very senior heavy this year. They've got 8 guys so far who are seniors in this team. Where Westfield's only got 4. We've only seen 2 of them playing so far a whole lot. We got Rossi on the field as he scored a couple of goals, and obviously we talked a lot about Connor Russell as well.
And there's Camacho wide open on the under again.
Bit of a bump there from Dan Fine. The crowd was liking that one. I think that was one of the crowd boozers. Feldman taking another shot deep to Russell. Rossi trailing as well. Russell goes up, snags it, and that is a goal for Westfield. Tying it back up at 6. Connor Russell is pumped up right now. That was a big one, I think. After not grabbing that one before, he was happy to go up there and sky Moy.
And a vital hold for Westfield. And we're back with Westfield pulling to Columbia. The score 6-6. The stands right now are getting loud. We have over 200 people in attendance. This is the first year that the state finals has happened outside of the state tournament championship. That happened this Memorial Day weekend, but they wanted to break it out, bring it to a stadium so that we could film it, commentate, and see the elite level of New Jersey high school ultimate.
The atmosphere has been fantastic so far. Like we said, the stands are packed. People are loving it so far. It's been a great game, too. It's definitely not disappointing at all. 6-6 here. We got Jack Schwartz setting up the pull. Westfield gets down. A great pull from Schwartz, hanging up there. Getting down the field. That's Hugo there, catching it for Columbia. Over to Jack Kelly immediately.
Looks like a vert stack with an isolation.
It looks like Westfield's changing up a little bit. We got backhand force now from Westfield. Actually, no, look, they're running their force middle again. They're trying to keep Columbia forced to the middle of the field. It's been interesting. They've had some mixed results so far with how that's worked out, but interesting to see if it continues. Ooh, dangerous throw right there from Furon. He puts it into a crowd, but Jack Kelly able to come up with it.
Yeah,
Lever on the mark.
lefty backhand showing its wobble in this wind, and it seems that there's a call downfield.
Probably a pit call, I think. That's what it looks like. It's Chris Ing making the call. He's going Russell Moy for this one. It's another great matchup to watch. Inside break throw. Oh, just too much from Kelly. He got too excited coming off the break. And Schwartz looks like he's going to pick it up now. He's aiming for Donovan Hugel, but he just overthrown. Nothing so far. Weaver upline. Oh, long upline here. Ryan Moore also in the area. Ryan Moore able to track it down. Yarder in the area, unable to get the D. Around to Ing. Now over to Stravic.
Ryan Moore showing great
pivots,
presence.
doesn't hit. Hits it to Kevin Trey.
And it seems like there was a call maybe before.
A foul call on the initial throw after that, out of the timeout there. I'm surprised. I guess this is coming back because it must have been an offensive foul. I'm really not sure. This is an interesting one. There's a lot of continuation for that to have not been acknowledged. Uncontested foul here from Westfield. Jack Schwartz, I guess, saying that he fouled Donovan Hugel there. And that means it's going to be a turnover, and that's Columbia disc.
Wow.
Quick turn of events there.
Yeah.
Just when it looked like Westfield was about to score down the other end. And Rafkin able to fit it into Hugel. That was another tight throw, another tight window for him to throw into. This forced middle is definitely challenging Columbia to throw into some tight spots. Hugel in trouble, gets it to Rafkin. Teammates calling for Rafkin to swing it here, gets it over to Jack Kelly. Puts it over, Hugel's scared to do so.
And they're sticking with their forced middle. You see they just switched to a flick.
Sticking
with it into the red zone.
Ing on the mark, keeping the forehand force at this point. Back to Kelly, who dumps it off to Furon. Stravic on the mark, quick give and go, and Furon is wide open, and oh, he's unable to come up with it. Can't dig it out. Stravic was definitely beaten there, but Furon just a little bit too low for him to dig out there. Kelly is going to be kicking himself for that one.
And Furon holding his knees on that last one. You see the brace on his next knee. We were wondering how that would affect his game. It's a clean bid, but just couldn't close his hands on the disc there.
Yeah, and for CHS, Kelly's got to clean this up a little. That's a second point. Yarder bidding, unable to get there. Ryan Moore with the disc, swinging it back to the middle to Kevin Trey. Looking for Weaver. Weaver has to go full extension. He managed to dig it out. What a grab by Weaver. Looking upfield
Weaver
to Moore.
seeing Moore across.
Nope, he ends up going back to Trey instead. Over to Stravik. Westfield has been really good about swinging from sideline to sideline. If they hit one swing, they keep going. Up to Trey. Rafkin on the mark. It's the matchup we've seemed to be seeing from these two teams, Rafkin and Trey. It's definitely one we got to keep an eye on because whoever's winning that matchup usually is doing better for their team. The team usually is doing better. So we got Weaver now, the disc on the sideline. Kelly on the mark. Looking across, deep throw here. Russell Moy in the area. That's an easy move from Moy. I don't know if Weaver got to a high stall count or what, but Weaver just floated on up there. And Moy, it's just too easy for him to pick that one up. Another throwaway here. That was this time again aiming for Yarder. That was Harry McNamara. Upfield, a bid from Jack Kelly, unable to get there. Weaver with the disc. Looking upfield, Ryan Moore and Chris Kelly, and something called.
Timeout called.
Timeout for Westfield. So a smart call here from Eli Weaver as I look to punch this in. This should be a huge break for Westfield right now. Get them back on serve, and it would put them only a point away from half. Coming out of that timeout here, we've been talking about this, Charlie. It seems like we've had a lot of wind. It doesn't seem that bad, but it seems like it might be just enough to really be affecting these throws.
Yeah, on this corner you see some flicks trailing out, and then on pulls you see floatier than normal. So I'm not quite sure how big of an effect.
Weaver taps it in. They leave Schwartz all alone, but unfortunately Weaver unable to get it to him. That's a huge turnover. It rolls almost back to midfield here.
And that's again, you see an around flick that should be every day for these guys that just finds the turf a lot earlier than normal.
Yeah, it's definitely a great mark there as well, not giving Weaver an easy pound. Offfield now, we got McNamara with the disc. Chris Kelly, you're looking back across to Moy. Moy just outside, that's a goal for Moy. And that is a huge turn of events there for Columbia. On their own doorstep, they end up turning it back, getting the D, and then punching it in the other way. It is now 7-6 Columbia, 1 point out from half.
We're back now with Columbia pulling. Westfield really needs the hold here quickly and then get a chance to break again before half. Down 1 break right now is Westfield after having a chance on the doorstep of a break, but errant throw from Weaver, swing goes wide into the ground, and Columbia able to capitalize from there.
That was one they definitely needed too. Feldman fields the pull. We've got it up to Liebling right away. Connor Russell on the next look. Looking deep again to Ing, but Ing, they've kind of expected him to be going deep. They've looked at Ing a few times now in this game, so Columbia sagging off him right away. Russell and Perry both taking off. We're back around to Liebling. Looking in. Rafkin poaching the lane, making it difficult for Liebling to find anybody upfield. Over to Trey now. Back to Liebling. Looking upfield to Churchill. A nice little backhand there from Liebling to get it to Churchill. Russell taking off deep. Now it's underthrown. And he still gets it to Russell. It bounces off McNamara's hands. And he finds Perry. And that's an easy goal for David Perry. What a goal. Westfield was lucky to have that one put out in their favor. Churchill has to be thanking the defender for knocking it right into Russell's hands.
And the score is 7-7 here at Rangers Stadium at Drew University. Westfield and Columbia in the New Jersey State Championship Finals. Westfield pulling now. They need a break to bring the game back on serve. This is going to be an exciting point.
This is exactly what you want in ultimate. You got a point for half right here. Both teams need to score to take half. Crowd's loving it. They know this is an important point. Russell on the pull. Right down to Donovan Hugo again, who centers it to Jack Kelly of Columbia. Ing on the mark. Camacho matching with Hugo here. McNamara across the center. Kelly a little bit late getting there. Up to Gabe Fearon. Michael Rossi on the mark. Russell Moy a little big that one out. It's been easy so far for Columbia. They moved it all the way in the red zone without really much opposition. Now it's slowing down though, and they need to get off the sideline. Moy wide open in the center of the field. Rossi almost getting the D there. And Fearon getting into Donovan Hugo again, right on the goal line here. A hammer over the top. Overthrows McNamara with a bid. Great bid there for McNamara. Just too much for him to get through, though, unfortunately.
And Hughley signaling to the observer. I'm not sure if it's an injury or a call.
I
Some
believe
point
it's
in
an
that
injury. It looks like we're looking to a sub right now as Hugo begins to walk off. The head referee, head observer again, James Kolinsky, has been made in this game. got a sub on for Westfield as well. Sub for Columbia is number 31. 31 for Columbia. I'm not positive on the name of that one. And it looks like we have 21 for Westfield. It's Cole Feltman coming on in place of, I believe Christian Kelly came off from Westfield.
And 31 is Jared Mahoney
Jared
for
Mahoney
Columbia
is
coming in.
There we go. Thank you.
Kevin
Out there.
Kevin Trey taps the ground, discus live.
And we got Feldman walking back. It's a long ways out of bounds here, but he will be going to retrieve that one. Observers probably tell him he's got to hurry it up a little bit. Westfield coming out here in a post stack. We've seen this a little bit from them, but they really like to run that side stack out of their pole plays. That's really what they initiate from. We got Yarder set up way under Ryan Moore here. Looks like they're going to bracket. I wouldn't be surprised to see Moy pick up Ryan Moore if he has to take off deep. Instead, they look to swing right away.
And it kind of pulls into a side stack of sorts.
A little bit, yeah. Over to Camacho. Back to Trey now. Trey looking upfield, nothing there. Over to Feltman again, who finds Trey upline. And he's in a power position. No one going for him now. A big fake. Back over to Cole Feltman. Finds Russell on the under. Found a Russell, a little knee slide there. He takes a shot. Michael Rossi taking off deep again. And it's, just unable to get there. Russell had him and unfortunately was just unable to get it to overthrow, really.
And again, that's when you see the wind start to take effect. He had the wind at his back there. We've been seeing those pulls drift farther and farther into the end zone, and that one just took it out the back.
You have to wonder, too, maybe it's pressing a little bit. It's definitely one of those points where you just want to score to get it over with, put it away, and that's an unfortunate point right there. That should have been a goal for Westfield.
Especially when you have Russell Moy on your back defending you.
Yeah, definitely.
Trying to make that catch and throw.
Gabe Fearon again, another inside throw. Rossi getting across. Oh, and Rafkin takes a shot deep, hanging up there. And that is a goal for Columbia. What a score for Columbia to take half. 8-7. CHS leads at halftime. That is a crucial point for CHS.
Tristan Yarder with a big layout in front of Ryan Moore, number 48.
Yeah, and you know what? Moore and Yarder are talking it out right now. They both recognize that was a great play from each other. Moore was right there, and Yarder just happened to make the better play. So now we head to halftime, and it is Columbia leading 8-7. We're going to take a little break right now while the team can get together. Talk about the first half. We'll have coaches Ryan Belin and Ben Heim talking things over. I'm sure making some halftime adjustments. Stay with us. We're at Drew University, and this is the New Jersey State Finals. So we're here with Westfield coach Ryan Belin, and we're just going to talk a little bit about, so I wanted you to talk about any halftime adjustments your team's going to make going forward here.
Yeah, CHS is doing a fantastic job shutting down our upfield receivers. They've been bracketing a bit, so we're going to change it up a little bit on them, give them a few different looks, move some handlers out, move some receivers in, make them play a little more honest.
All right, and anything you guys haven't seen so far? You obviously are very familiar with Columbia. Anything you guys are, they just pulled out for this game?
We've seen a lot before. We've seen their diamond zone many times before. We've seen them bracket, but they're playing really well today, so expecting a great second half.
Absolutely, it's been close so far. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Ben Heim now, coach of CHS, so we just want to talk about any halftime adjustments your team's going to make from anything you guys have seen from Westfield in the first half.
We're going to continue to stay aggressive and play our game, try to relax on offense, get the hand and motion moving.
How much are you guys going to rely on their diamond zone in the second half?
We've only, we'll see. We'll pick our spots and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, wind's picked up a little bit, should be interesting. Thanks for talking with us.
And we're back with Westfield pulling to start the half in the state final.
Westfield needs a break here to get back in there most desperately. They had a shot early in the first half and weren't able to take it.
Oh, and now we'll see their zone.
Junk look here for them. They got a interesting upfield look right now. A couple guys in the middle. Over the top there to Kelly. And reset it really quick. Ryan Moore almost knocking that one down. Bumping a little bit down on Hugel. Back over to McNamara. Just some short, tight windows. Moore unable to bring it in one-handed on the hammer throw.
It is a tough trailing upside down right-handed catch from Moy.
Yeah, he's going to attack that more though for sure instead of looking upfield. Over here to Phyllis Bauer for the first time today. Bauer looks upfield, swings it back to Schwartz. Gets it to Weaver now going up line, and no one upfield for him now. Stravic coming under, unable to get it to him. Weaver looking around.
Count's getting high.
Take another shot to Rossi, and bounces off Rafkin's hand just over Rossi's head, really. And it looks like Westfield's going to stick with their zone now. Oh, Stravic almost getting there, but not really fully committing to it. And Westfield now falling into a man. field to Moy. And Stravik is beat deep here if he can get it to him. Yarder is open, and that's an easy goal for Yarder. Columbia now has 9 points. Yarder scored the goal just before half as well, so he's really on a tear right now. Great hit from Russell Moy as well. Like I said, CHS up 9-7 right now. That's their first goal of the half.
All right, Columbia pulling down the Westfield. Columbia doing a great job so far this game of shutting down Westfield's cutters. You heard Coach Ryan McGlynn at the half saying that they're going to mix a few things up to try and make Westfield or Columbia play a little more honest. Let's see how they do that.
We got Feldman going deep here. He's really unmarked for the most part, but Columbia is pretty content to just let him run with the spot on the field they're at. Westfield needs to punch this one in. It's an interesting bit of a, I think this is what Columbia calls their diamond. It's a interesting junk zone that kind of forces teams to stay really patient and try and work it through. Something you would like to do with, you got a little bit of wind here today. It's something that Columbia really would like to see happen is a turnover or two just from an errant throw. Over to Russell now, and he gets up to Perry. Back to Russell. Over to Liebling again. Trey in the middle now. Looking at the Chirichella, doesn't throw it though, holsters. Back to Liebling. Russell now looking around, gets it to Trey. Just chipping away at this again. That's what we saw in the first half in Westfield. Westfield's just content to chip away at this.
Yeah, and do a good job spreading the whole width with switches from the handlers into the cutters. Right now they're almost 4 across. Kevin Trey sitting in the middle of that diamond.
Yeah. We talked to Ben Heim, the coach of Columbia at half, and he said that they will rely on the diamond occasionally. They've only run it a handful of times so far, and it's not something they're going to do or die by, but it's something they definitely want to have in their arsenal. It definitely slows Westfield down. It prevents any quick shots they have, shuts down any pull plays, and really forces them to just work up the field.
And Westfield very casual right now.
Yeah, he had Perry there on the far wing. Columbia realizing they left him so wide open right now is Sean Taylor coming over. Russell going up and attacking. That was a little bit of a dangerous throw there from Feldman as he skipped Liebling in the middle. And keep pushing him back though. Columbia's doing a great job. Oh, there's another blade over the top. That's the 3rd time this game that Feldman has thrown one of those blades, and that really seems to be pulling apart this Columbia diamond. Now they're back into a man, and there's another blade. Trey going up, a Yarder there to get the D. Feldman got a little bit too greedy that time around. Worked the first couple times, not that time.
Huge game so far for freshman Tristan Yarder. On the YCC Delaware Valley Youth League.
There you go.
That you see him this summer. And wow, what a game he's having so far today.
Yeah, a lot of these guys actually know each other fairly well from playing together at Devil. Devil is Delaware Valley Youth League Ultimate. They play together at YCCs every year. It's usually a good mix of Columbia and Westfield kids, as well as Watchung, West Windsor, South and North, Pennsbury from Pennsylvania, as well as a couple of Stuyvesant kids make their way over there as well from New York. So now Columbia chipping it up the field now. Back up field to Fearon. A little bit of a tight window, but Fearon's able to grab that one away from Feldman. Another upline trade comes off his downfield defender. Great D right there. It looks like McNamara is saying, though, that he had the disc. Trey disagrees. I think that's going to be going back, though. It's a contested foul, looks like.
KG, great job of jumping the route there.
Yeah, really great job. Great timing right there. You just saw the throw the whole way and made a great play.
And that is a player that has already been to a Junior Worlds tryout.
Yeah, another junior from Westfield that's gone to a Junior Worlds tryout. And it's funny enough, Trey being young for his age, he's June birthday, I believe, and so as a result, he gets another tryout while he's still high school age as well. So he's got one, and he'll definitely have another if he can use a play at the level.
So Harry McNamara digs it out, puts a flick wide, and then gets the disc back here in the red zone, knocking on the door for another Westfield.
And just overthrows Yarder. That would have been a huge break for Columbia. They would have put up by 3. Instead, Westfield gets another shot at it, and it looks like Columbia is going back to their diamond. Now we got Feldman in the middle, around to Trey, up to Russell, and he thought about throwing it to Chirichella in the middle. A little bit of an opening there, but definitely smart to holster with this win. As we've seen, Westfield is when they move it slowly, they do well. Another over-the-top throw from Feldman to Ing. Ing finds Perry, who gets it back to Feldman. Looking at field, now he's got Russell on the wing. Finds Chirichilla wide open. He does not throw it. Instead, he looks back to Perry. Perry with a great grab there to get it back. Dangerous throw from Russell. Over to Liebling now on the sideline. Perry streaking up line. Trey in the middle. Gets it to Trey. D there from Dave Huron. And I think Trey is calling something here. Looks like a foul call.
And senior
Huron not happy about that one.
Neither is
Columbia trying to help the crowd.
Yeah.
There's no referees to influence here, though. So I think Trey might have rescinded his call, though. It looks like we're heading downfield. That's a good play from Trey. It's definitely a top jump disc, but I don't know if Huron may foul him. So Rathkin walking up to the disc now.
And here we get a look at Columbia's no-dump vert stack. You see 6 cutters, one coming deep off the back. Nice inside break to McNamara.
Back over to Rathkin again. Up line now, but nope. Rathkin with a quick flick around. Unbelievably quick release there.
McNamara
Upfield
with
now
the
to
disc.
Yarder. Aim coming down on Yarder. Columbia once again marching into the red zone. It's up there to Rathkin and Russell there to make the D. I don't know if Rathkin would have gotten there anyway. I think he probably would have.
And here comes Westfield again to work the disc all the way up the field. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a blade from Feldman.
Probably. Oh no, that time it was from Perry over to Trey. We thought it was going to be Feldman, instead it was Perry. These blades seem to be picking it apart. It's windy, but I guess not windy enough to really affect those blade throws. Now we've got Feldman. You know he's looking downfield. Over to Chirichilla here. Chirichilla doing a good job of staying bounce. Looking back to Russell. Now across to Feldman. Chirichilla wanted the disc back, not getting it from Feldman. Easy throw to Liebling. Almost dropped there from Trey. I think Trey almost surprised himself with how gobbled that catch was. Back over to Feldman from Liebling. And there's another blade from Feldman.
There it is.
You called it. You knew it was coming at some point. And Chirichilla streaking up line. He's almost there. He's got it. Defender on Rathkin there. And just a bit of an overthrow from Russell. He had Chirichilla, but he put a little bit too much on it. Just kind of seemed to sail on him. And you have to wonder again, Charlie, if that's that wind.
Yeah, we were down there on the turf at half, and it was moving pretty quick.
Ooh, Russell almost getting the D on Huron there. Left his feet, he might have had a shot at it, but instead Huron managed to grab it, gets it back up to Huron. Now Huron's got a man streaking deep.
Doesn't take it.
Nope, ends up holstering that one. He overthrows. Huron has been good with these over-the-top throws, but there's been a handful that have gotten away from him, including that one there. He's looking for Yarder.
And again, you can ask, as the night goes on, is the wind picking up down there? Is it affecting these throws?
Yeah, and I mean, at this point, you wouldn't blame Columbia for any reason throwing a Yarder with the half that he had in the first half and for scoring the first goal out of half, but forcing something like that, maybe not the best advised look. Chirichilla up line, great strike mark there from Yarder.
Oh,
Feldman looking up line.
And now we're definitely feeling a bit of the breeze, even from up here.
It's picking up, that's for sure. Looking at Perry, ooh. Bid there from, I believe that was a player up to Feldman, who hits Russell for the goal. Connor Russell with another score in this one to bring Westfield back to within one. That's a hold. Believe it or not, that is a hold, Charlie. That was a really long point, but Westfield only held on that one.
Yeah, Feldman doing a great job that point of getting the disc moving. And really you see Westfield's offense change entirely as soon as Columbia comes off that zone and goes into man.
Definitely, and Columbia, while putting into a good point there and definitely making the offense worth, has to feel like they missed an opportunity to break them there.
Westfield's starting to figure out that zone after a few tries that last point. We saw lots of blades over the top from Feldman and some others. I think once they break through that zone, just having the patience in the red zone and the precise throws and this little bit of a wind will help them convert quicker.
Yeah, the one thing that's been interesting is Westfield hasn't really been able to hit any fast break points after getting through the first layer of that Columbia zone. That's something that you would really think they'd be able to capitalize on, but Columbia's done a good job getting back after they've had that first wall broken. So now we got here, layout D from Eli Weaver. Alex Rathkin will start off this point. Weaver telling his teammates to calm down, but you have to know he's getting fired up after that one. Great bid there from Weaver as he's now calling up the shots. Looking around, we've got one dump set behind is Schwartz. And Westfield's in their red zone set now. Across to Schwartz, now looking to Christian Kelly. Looking at Stravik, it's covered. Back to Schwartz again. Schwartz with nobody on him, really. I guess the switch was there. Another bid that looks from Jack Kelly. We got Christian Kelly wide open, no relation there. Now Schwartz with a great upline cut, wide open into the space. No one cutting for him though. And now Russell into the space. Hunter Russell, great grab. He saves out of the end zone though, not in the end zone yet. Great grab though from Russell on that play. Across to Weaver. And Weaver gets the bookends, and that is a tie game now with Westfield getting the break. Eli Weaver doing all the work on that one. And you have to know the sophomore is pumped up after that point. Westfield now ties it up at 9. And this is a game now, Charlie. That is the break Westfield needed.
That was an absolutely huge point for Eli Weaver from Westfield with the D and the score over Russell Moy. Now Westfield back at evens, pulling, and we have a game for the NJ State Finals.
Just sneaks back in bounds for Churchill there. I was worried maybe he was going to fly out. I would have got out really early. Columbia set up on a side stack here. Moy taking off deep, now coming under. No one on Moy. Moy is just completely wide open in the middle of the field.
Russell
finally
taking his
picks him
time
up.
to get there.
But now he's got it all the way upfield to Furon. Already in 2 throws, Columbia's made it almost into the red zone. And that's a breakdown in communication there for Westfield. They clearly didn't know who they were guarding.
I don't know if it was a breakdown in communication so much as a lack of intensity from senior Connor Russell.
Yeah, it's
He's
unfortunate
been on
too.
Moy.
You saw. Oh, but there you go. Russell gets it right back.
Maybe it was all a ploy.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe it was
know.
just to get Moy on his heels to get that run through D there from senior number 52 Connor Russell.
You have to wonder if he hurt us up here. You know, as soon as we started to question his intensity, Russell gets the D. He definitely wants this one. Russell is a senior. As we said, he's the 7th time playing in the Jersey State's tournament. And ill-advised throw from Trey.
Miscommunication from Kevin Trey.
That was a breakdown in communication there. He was looking for Churchill. Churchill broke off his cut and then just kind of threw to nobody, unfortunately.
Westfield coming out in a backhand force.
Over
Swing
again
around.
to Jack Kelly. Looking for the inside break to Rafkin. Not able to get it there. Up to McNamara, and looks like a foul call on Ing.
Looks like a foul, no contest.
Yeah, Ing pretty quickly acknowledges that was a foul. It's a throw back. It looks like we're coming on stall 0 again.
22 minutes from the hard cap here. 9-9 here at Ranger Stadium at Drew University.
Yeah, Charlie, I don't think we're going to be hitting 15 anytime soon, unless these guys start rattling off points real quick. These points have been long, full of turnovers, and that's a testament to the defense we've seen on both ends. You know, a lot of run-through Ds, a lot of great effort. Chris Ing, great shutdown defense there, unbelievable. Unfortunately, the break got off. Chirachilla bids, unable to get there. Inside break, Russell pulls it again. Unfortunately, Russell Moy gets there first, and that is a goal for Columbia. CHS now leads 10-9. Moy with another goal. Connor Russell, unfortunately, unable to close the gap just in time. It was a break side throw, but he was just too far away to close it down.
And we're back with an even game. Columbia leading by 1.
10-9.
But even in breaks, I mean.
Oh, no, I think technically Columbia's still up on 1 break.
Oh, yeah?
They're still up on 1 break. They had 2 going into the half. Westfield broke once coming out of the half, but Westfield still has 1 more break if they really want to get back on this one.
All right, and Columbia with the pull. Looking at the top-level matchups, we have Connor Russell, 52 of Westfield, and Russell Moy, 23 for Columbia. Now, I think in that last point, we saw Connor Russell playing a little too loose. He did have the one nice run through D, but then he allowed too much separation. It was an easy score from Moy.
Great bid there from number 32. That is, I'm blanking on his name again. Number 32 of Columbia. Back to Liebling in the center. Up to Feltman now after a throw to Camacho. Weaver cutting right across the field. He gets it to him. Looking at field to Russell. Russell able to get there. Breaks it back across to Liebling. Looking upfield now. Gets it over to Stravik, who hits Camacho on the easy in cut.
Well-timed cut there from Camacho.
Yeah, Westfield, once they get rolling, you really seem to work that break side pretty well. Up line from Stravik. He stops his cut early, goes back to the break side. Liebling with a high backhand to get it to him. And back to Liebling. Over to Weaver. Liebling heads up line, not able to get it. Liebling there just cut right back through the lane though. Over to Weaver again, a bid there from Columbia, unable to get there. 60 now, that's Malcolm Richardson again on the matchup with Weaver.
Seems like there's a call on the mark, probably some contact.
Yeah, it looks like Straver's coming back as well, so it's early enough that it definitely affected the downfield cutters. James Kolinsky coming over to clarify the call.
Now again, the observer's not saying if it was a foul or not, but merely explaining the rules and what the results are of such. And we saw that mid first half, we saw
Bizarre sequence there where it looked like Westfield almost, it seemed like an offensive foul was called and Westfield kind of didn't contest it, which should have meant that Westfield hung onto the disc. But in talking with head observer James Kalinsky at half, he ended up saying to us that actually that was just Westfield's decision. I think that was just an error with the rules there. So Russell Moy goes running right through layout D on Connor Russell, and unfortunately Alex Rafkin just ends up going out of the way, looking for Moy downfield and unable to find him. So Moy made a great play to get the D there, and Rafkin hit it right back. Westfield doesn't have to work the full length of the field now, though. So Feldman picks up and hucks it deep immediately. It looked like he was getting high in the stall count. Stravic there. So is Russell. Russell goes up over everyone and snags that one. Looking upfield to Rossi now. Up to Stravic. Stravic towards the back of the end zone. Keeps it in. And that is a goal for Westfield. Number 31, Matt Stravic calling that one in, the junior. And now it is tied again at 10. Westfield with a great goal. Connor Russell with an unbelievable grab over two Columbia defenders and his own teammate.
So I was commenting a bit on Connor Russell's intensity at the beginning of that point and have stuck my foot in my mouth through the end of it because Connor Russell elevating for a save to get the hold for Westfield. And now Westfield 10-10 looking to pull and break with 16 minutes left here to play in the NJ State Final.
Christian Kelly with the pull here under the lights at Drew University. We are at Rangers Stadium, and that one's unfortunately out of bounds. It's the first out of bounds pull we've seen all day, though, which is surprising, especially with the wind conditions. It's not been too windy, but that one floated out. And so now Columbia will take it from the break mark. And it looks like Alex Rafkin will be the one retrieving the disc.
And again, here we're seeing Columbia's six-man vert, no dump.
Dump coming back right now, actually, it's just as you say that. It almost looked like it, though. I have to give you credit there. And once again, we've got Kevin Trey on the mark. Inside break. Oh, Ryan Moore almost got there. McNamara putting it up. Jack Schwartz giving chase. Schwartz the yarder, and that is a D for Westfield. And right now, Westfield has a chance to break. This would be the first time Westfield had been leading all game if they managed to punch this in.
And that was a great read from Schwartz on that disc. He got right underneath it, attacked it high, and got the tip. And now
McNamara must have thought he had that. Break side huck to his man Yarder. Yarder's been coming up with big plays all game. Schwartz had a great effort there to get to the disc. Now it looks like Columbia's throwing their diamond zone again. It's surprising to see that on an O-line. But so far they're slowing it down. I don't know if Westfield was expecting that.
Yeah, that was a good job on the transition to set that zone.
Through
the hands of Kevin Trey and a bidding Weaver. Columbia now in the red zone, knocking on the door. We'll see a chance for their end zone set.
Alvin Hugel looking like he was going to pick it up and instead walks off as Alex Rafkin goes to pick it up once again. Chris Ing on the mark this time around. And Rafkin looks inside with the break. Trey knocks it down and a nice layout deal on the end zone line.
Huge inside break followed by an even bigger layout by Kevin Trey.
He had McNamara, he just couldn't get it there. You've seen a lot of throws from Rafkin there. Unfortunately, that one did not work out for him.
Wow, Blade right into the middle of that zone. They pop through. Ing with the disc now.
A little bit dangerous there. Chris Kelly way to nice grab that down, though. There's really no one around him in the end, though, surprisingly. Over to Matt Schindel now. Now back to Weaver. Weaver looking around, trying to find Schindel, and he gets it back to him. And now over to Schwartz, another swing over to Trey. Jack Kelly coming across the seal. Trey looking to the middle, no one there, and so he gets it back to Schwartz. And now over to Schindel again. Oh, great layout deep from Gabe Fearon. Oh, Fearon is hurt though. Fearon looks like it might be a cramp, but it's a cramp.
And that's the kind of sportsmanship you see in high school ultimate when players all know each other. Eli Weaver immediately jumping to the aid of his adversary and helping him stretch out through that cramp.
Yeah, Gabe Fearon down right now. He should be fine. He probably need to take a point off though as he recovers from the simple cramp. As I mentioned before, Fearon will be going to UMass Amherst next year. As a freshman, which should be interesting. He's going to definitely get a really great ultimate experience there, playing alongside the likes of Jeff Babbitt and learning from a lot of the great players at UMass. They put together a really strong regular season this year.
And coaches in Tina Booth.
Can't forget about Tina.
Yeah.
So it looks like we have Fearon coming off now. He seems to be walking off under his own tower. Some alumni helping him off the field. Westfield coach Ryan McGlynn checking to make sure he's doing okay.
And I'm sure Fearon will look back and find that layout D well worth it.
Oh, absolutely.
Westfield, ill-advised tight window right into the middle of Columbia's zone. That's kind of what they're looking for, those tight holes there.
I believe we have Sean Taylor now on for Columbia as the injury replacement. And Columbia now has a chance to score again. They got a chance again. Remember, this would only be a hold for them. Westfield did pull to start this point. And we got a player wide open to start. McNamara, I don't know if you just didn't see him. Oh, he throws it away on the swing, looking for Rafkin. Rafkin looked a double cut, and instead it was just a turf throw.
Weaver picks up. He's got Camacho wide open.
That is Ryan Moore. We have Ryan Moore right here.
Thank you.
Back to Weaver. And over to Trey immediately. Now up to Ing. Ing looking upfield to Kelly, unable to get there.
Oh, and they're knocking on the door.
Yeah, this would be a huge break for Westfield. It'll be the first time they led all game.
Weaver showing great patience.
Up to Kelly now. Hugel there. Hugel still in the mark. Weaver going upfield. Ryan Moore there, and Rafkin gets the deep, but Moore lays out to save it.
Ryan Moore with their fantastic save after the block. And now,
drops in the end zone. Russell Moore puts on some pressure. That was just enough for Connor Russell to turn it over.
Connor Russell bobbling the disc in the end zone after Ryan Moore's heroic effort.
That would have been the break Westfield needed. It was a great swing throw, quick throw, and it was a tight window, and Russell Moy was there, but Connor Russell should have had that one.
And you see all the players on the field standing right now. I'm sure they must be tired. This point has gone on for some time with very high stakes.
Rafkin back with the disc, Trey on him, and now he swings it over to Kelly. Jack Schwartz on him. Inside break, and Jack Schwartz with the kick
red zone.
That is a huge kick block on the goal line. Now Westfield has to punch this in now, you think. This is the opportunity they've been waiting for.
Weaver picks up the disc, elite level thrower. He'll pick his ISO. It seems like he's got...
Chris Ing. Ing is wide open. He doesn't throw it to him, though. And now he gets it back to Ing, and that's a goal. That is a break for Westfield. Number 7, Chris Ing with the goal. Jack Schwartz getting all the credit, though. That was a huge kick block on the goal line.
11-10 with 10 minutes left here in the MJ State Finals.
Westfield leads 11-10.
We're back with under 10 minutes left in the NJ State Finals. Really exciting point from Westfield. Turns on both sides, and you can hear the crowd is getting real excited right now. This is a game.
They are fired up. Westfield really just quieted most of that Columbia crowd after that break right there. But now the Columbia players are firing up this crowd. Both sides are excited to see how this goes. And really, this is the game you expected. Really, all year long, we've been hearing back and forth. You knew it was going to be Columbia. You knew it was going to be Westfield in the state finals. And this is the game that we wanted. 11-10, 8 minutes to go before a hard cap. Westfield pulling. This is a great game of ultimate right now. Connor Russell's at the pull.
Columbia took a timeout after that break there. We'll see what adjustments they'll make, how quickly they can punch in this goal.
And here we go, Russell with the pull. Great distance of the pull, floating down there. Westfield going in to cover. Feldman booking it down the field. He's ready to get down there right now. Ryan Moore quickly behind him.
Oh, and great pressure by Westfield.
Right Trey denying Rafkin. Hugel in trouble. He's going to do a high stall count. Gets it up to Jack Kelly. Kelly with the fake for the inside backhand. Doesn't get it to him. Back over to Hugel now. And Westfield once again forcing middle. They're going back to this flick now after having forced backhand just a second ago. Inside break there. McNamara finds Fearon upfield. Fearon looking for Russell Moy. Not able to get there. Connor Russell.
Ryan Moore doing a great job of getting into the lane there.
Yeah.
Coming off Harry McNamara.
And inside. Unbelievable.
Bouncing off McNamara. Almost caught by another Columbia player, but it is a turn. Westfield with the disc for the opportunity to bring the game out by 2 points.
Timeout called by Westfield right now. Great call for Westfield as they want to just try and kill some clock right now, and they look to really just punch this in.
Yeah,
a break right here from Westfield could end our game.
All right, back from the timeout. Weaver picking up the disc. 5 minutes left in regular play. You see Kevin Trey just upfield of him. Camacho, Russell, the other cutters in the center. And the disc comes in. And we'll see the swing over to 21. Camacho catching the in-cut. Looking for Weaver. Big upfield space for Weaver. Power position. Little cluttered. Looks upfield.
And Weaver calls another timeout, looking to burn the clock a little more with less than 5 minutes to play. Another 20 yards closer to another break. All right, Weaver called the second timeout during this point, another 25 yards closer in a similar position. Again, Westfield up 11-10, looking for another break here. And defense setting up similarly in a host stack with Connor Russell being covered by Moy, looking maybe to him for the isolation. Ryan Moore with the fingertip grab in the red zone, swings to Weaver. Weaver looking to Kevin Trey. Ooh, and the pressure by McNamara, and I think there's a foul call, maybe a push at the back on the catch, and they're talking. And it seems like a contested foul in this case and will go back. Weaver starting with the disc, 15 yards out. Westfield with no timeouts left, Columbia with one. This is coming in on 2. And again, this time Trey catches the disc cleanly, that's 12-10. With 1:54 left to play, that may be the game, folks. And Connor Russell with the pull here. 50 seconds left. Columbia needs to score before cap goes off.
Actually, I believe if the rest of this point plays out. Oh, what a D by Michael Rossi! That is a huge D, and then Westfield can just kill the clock.
And that about does it here at Ranger Stadium and Drew University for the New Jersey High School Championships. Looks like it's going to be Westfield.
Over to Connor Russell, back to Matt Stravic.
We will play this point out regardless.
Ooh, what a bid by Rafkin. Unable to get there though. Over to Weaver. Weaver's going to hold out the clock a little bit longer. It's way up there. Trey elevates to get it. Tristan Yoder able to hang on to it. Up to Feltman. Feltman with the sky for the goal, and Westfield is your New Jersey 2016 state champions. What an unbelievable finish to this one. Westfield trailed the majority of the game, took the lead at 11-10, and never looked back. And the emotion you see right now from these players is something else. All of these guys put all of the effort out on the field. You see Connor Russell, who is the Westfield senior captain, finally getting it done. He gets a win of his own, his second state title in 3 years. And Columbia is heartbroken. What an effort from these Columbia players. An unbelievable game and an unfitting end to this season for these seniors. They really gave a lot to this team, and while not everyone threw out on top, they have to be proud of the effort they put out there today.
Yeah, both teams really spectacular playing on both sides. We saw really incredible throws, athletic Ds and catches, and really just a fantastic game of ultimate all around. All these players should be proud of the effort that they put forward today.
Yeah, and this is an awesome experience for all of these players. They get to stand here in front of all these fans. They go through this handshake line, knowing they just played in a stadium in front of a lot of fans who were really happy to see this game. What a great game all the way throughout.
Yeah, this is the first broadcast of the New Jersey State Finals, first of many to come in the future, as you will continue to see this quality level of ultimate exhibited by a number of schools in the area.
Absolutely. So that is your final score, 13-10 now. As they go through, high fives are just about done. Westfield is your 2016 New Jersey State